will be talking to us about achieving your dreams.
But we have to move on to motivation as quickly as possible. We have Funke Famoroti. Now, she's an inspirational speaker, a writer, and entrepreneur. She's the CEO of Carissa Group of Companies and the convener of Blossom, an inspirational program that encourages people going through hard times. For this morning, we're talking about achieving dreams, no matter the circumstances. Welcome back to the studio.
Thank you for having me once again.
All right, so achieving dreams, you get people say, I beg, you're just dreaming, and they pass it off as probably a funny comment, but some people have some really big dreams. But how do they go about achieving these dreams?
Okay, let's start by saying, what's a dream? A dream is a cherished ambition, aspiration, or an idea. And it could be, you want to be a sailor, that could be someone's dream.
A sailor, I like the way you started there. A sailor.
It could be a football champion, it could be a musician, but it takes more than, it takes you to plan before your dream can come to pass. So, because a dream without a plan is just a mere wish. So, however, for every dream, there's a process. There is a how to achieving every dream conceived. And this how is what we're going to be talking about this morning. There's a process to every dream.
Okay, so I think we should just start on that because of time. So how do we go about it? For instance, yes, you mentioned being a sailor or being an artist. What's the first thing I need to do?
First, you have to dream it.
Dream it, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Dream it as in conceive it in your heart and your mind. Now, believe in your dream.
Okay.
That's the second one. Then see it, tell it, plan it, and work it out. Now, I have to break it down. Believe it, dream it first of all. When it has to be conceived on the tablets of your heart and your mind.
Okay.
Once that's set today, you have to believe in your dream.
Okay.
If you don't believe in your dream, nobody will. And nobody has the capacity to believe in your dream more than you do. So the next one is to see it.
Okay, so you have to see your dream coming to pass.
You have to see it coming true. Because I remember over 17 years ago, the things I saw in my dream are the things coming to pass these days. Okay. So you have to see there's power in vision. You need to see your dream. That's where the power of vision comes to play. You need to see it. Vision gives you the picture, gives you a picture of what what your dream is. In my own definition of vision is defines where you're going, how you're going, and what to do to get to where you're going. Okay. So the next one is tell it. Most dreams die because the dreamers fail to say it.
Okay, so some people don't want to say it out because they feel somebody will steal it or something.
But there's someone you have to talk to because when you say it, it's as if you're giving it power to come to pass. There's power of confession, life. There's power in confessing it. A friend was just reminding me a few months ago that I'd been talking about my dream over 17 years ago, and it came to pass. Okay. So when you say it, it gives you the power to come to pass.
All right.
Keep saying it. Okay. The next one is, planning.
Okay.
You need to plan your dream. Now, this planning aspect requires you to sit down. That nobody builds a house without first sitting down and count the cost of which kind of house you want, where you want the land, how you want the roof and stuff like that. You need to plan your dream, and that is where the hard work comes in. Because to start with, you can't achieve your dream without the courage. You need courage. You need determination, perseverance, and hard work to achieve your dream.
I have to pause there, but we were going to take a quick break and come back. This issue of, conceiving and believing in our dreams. We're going to talk a bit more about this after this quick break. Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, talking motivation this morning. Now, if you missed it earlier, we've been talking about achieving our dreams. Now, we're on the planning aspect of this. So, the effective planning when it comes to achieving our dreams. Let's talk a bit more about that.
Okay, so in the case of achieving your dreams, planning is the next one, and it requires you to sit down to count the cost of what your dream requires and give it all it takes, you know. And for example, if someone wants to get a Camry car at the end of December for Christmas gift to his or herself, if it's 1.5 and your annual income is 2 million, you know that you have to start saving heavily. So you need to plan towards that. Every month you save heavily. So that's the planning aspect. Now I want to move to the working it out. That is where most people feel discouraged and almost drop down on their dreams. It takes a lot of hard work to make your dreams come true. You need to sit down in the place of preparation and work it out. For example, it may require you relocating to somewhere else. It may require you to go back to school. It may require you to get a new skill. You know, the next level of your life will require a new you. You must be ready for some changes here and there in this very stage. And for example, if you want to get that same, I'm just using that as an example, like the car, you know that during this stage, you will give it all it takes. 1.5 is the car. Your annual income is 2 million. So that will require nothing less than 90% of you saving your monthly income. So it will deprive you of going to the movies at times.
You won't be able to get nice things. And
you know, you forget the Gucci bags at the moment just because you want to save for your targeted dreams, so to say. So this stage, you need to work it out. And I want to quickly say, for someone out there that has tried over and over in working out their dream and they failed, don't be discouraged. It takes a lot to get to your mountaintop. If you ask any successful person out there, they will tell you that story, that you walk from the valley to the mountaintop. But that walking is not always easy. There'll be a lot of discouragement here and there, but you have to be determined and persevere if you really want to get to your mountaintop.
It's interesting you should talk about the discouragement aspect, because there are probably a lot of people that are somewhere in the middle. They're somewhere between, you know, dreaming it, somewhere between believing it and actually getting to plan it, you know. So it feels like that planning stage is really, really tough.
It is.
So I have not that much left in the bank if I'm trying to get that car that you mentioned. And that means I'm going to sacrifice a lot. But meanwhile, this person is probably married. This person probably has other responsibilities. So it feels like you're shelving responsibilities for your dream. You know, do you have any message, a quick message for someone out there?
You may need to get extra income.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. If your income now cannot cover everything you have to do at the end, to achieve your dream, then you have to get extra income.
And find a way.
Find a way around it, you know, and just stay focused. You see, when you stay focused to your dream, then you don't get discouraged. Even if you get discouraged, you have to see, no one is coming. No one is coming to even encourage you or to tell you, do this or that. You have to encourage yourself. You have to motivate yourself and set your mind to the fact that, okay, I want to get this done and nothing can stop me.
All right,
So,
then.
that's it.
So those dreams are achievable. It is possible. They can happen. It's just going to take a lot of hard work for us to get there. And yeah, some people are still trying to get there. I'm still trying to achieve my dreams as well.
You can.
But it's an interesting journey. And, you know, it's great for you to have come and motivate us today.
Thank you.
We have so much more still in store on the show today. And I know that the show has this way of motivating people every single morning.
Yes,
when it comes to other aspects of our programming, we even have so many things we are trying to plan and achieve, but we also need help. So I want to talk about people helping you achieve your dreams as quickly as possible.
Okay.
What about bringing other people in? You didn't talk about partnerships. You didn't talk about networking. You didn't talk about, you know, bringing other people in.
First, if you want to get your dream, if you want to achieve your dream, you need to start it on your own first. Okay. Because I've noticed that most people, if they don't see you doing something, they don't join you.
Oh,
but
okay.
That's why it's good to have healthy relationships and people with like minds that could help you, you know, in achieving your dreams. You don't have business working with people that are not going in the same direction. And also, it's very important that you get mentors, people that have gone ahead of you, that can teach you, that can show you the rudiments of what you want to achieve. Also, they would give you ideas of where they failed and do not want you to fail in return. So that's where people comes in.
Okay.
You know, so that's it.
All right, then. I have to say a big thank you to you once again for coming to the studio. We've had An amazing discussion so far. And if you missed it, don't worry. Just head over to our social media pages. We'll be having clips of it up very soon. Just look for us at TVC Connect with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. Now, E-Splash.